Greetings, hempsters, wannabe hempsters, and those folks interested in learning more about the incredible hemp plant. This is Carell with the live podcast, Ask a Hempster at Pure Hemp Technology headquarters in Fort Lupton, Colorado. And I'm here today with Mary Matarazzo, who is a nutrition expert and a food formulator and product formulator at Pure Hemp Technology and Pure Kind Botanicals. Hello, Mary.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Great, great.
Well, before we really get into it, I want to say I had such a great time making the video with you, what Hempsters Eat on the Run.
Hempsters on the go. If we don't have time to eat, we do have the choice to eat unhealthy or take a shot of what we did that episode and, pack a whole lot of nutrients into one shot and be healthy and energized throughout the day.
Well, we had fun making the video that people can access at Pure cannabistech.com under the Ask a Hempster page, and they can learn how you made your red hemp-based smoothie and how I made my green hemp-based smoothie, and had so much fun doing that. So for those interested, please visit cannabistech.com under Ask a Hempster. So before we get into some of the things you can do with the incredible hemp plant from a nutritional point of view, I'd like to give the audience just a little bit of background because, for some of us, this is a whole new industry. And even though you go to the store and you see hemp powder, most people really don't understand the incredible hemp seed where most of the nutrition, lays of the hemp plant. And, beside the seed being, a product in and of itself, a commodity, we have different components of the hemp seed that are used to make different kind of food products. And one of the most important, of course, is the hemp oil. Now, we get the oil by pressing the seed or by pressing the inner hemp heart to get the oil. But once we dehulled the hemp seed and we have the hemp heart, the inner seed, we have the hulls or the outer shell. And this is where a significant amount of the protein is, and it's crushed up, and it is an ingredient, as you're going to tell us a little later, Mary, in hemp protein powder and other nutritious parts of the plant. So we have the hemp shell that's made into hemp protein powder. We have the inner seed or the heart. And we also have a flour and mesh that once we take away the oil from the seed, the residue is also an intermediate referred to as flour or mesh, and we're going to talk about that a little later. So, Mary, some questions. Talk to us about the incredible oil that comes from this very productive hemp plant. And by the way, hemp seeds are probably the most productive quantitatively of all of the hemp seed oils, and so that a grower can produce more tons of hemp seed quantitatively than just about any other crop. But talk to us about the quality of the oil that comes out of the hemp seed, Mary.
Great intro, Carl. Thank you. Hemp seed oil, first of all, if we can support local organic farmers, that's a very good reason to use it. It's also very high in nutritional value. Ways to use it? You can use it, I do different things in my smoothies, but for the oil, it's really highly concentrated. You can put it in, use it in baking. You can also put it in smoothies. You can also, I don't want to say cook with it. You can cook with it on very, very low heat because it has a low flash point. So it can be used in terms of, I'll give you some examples of how I use it for nutrition, like 1 or 2 tablespoons of hemp seed oil when it's mixed with a little bit of turmeric and lemon makes one of the best salad dressings ever. So I use it 2 ways. Actually 3. We can get into topicals in another episode, the nutritional value for your skin. But it's very, very high in omegas And I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you.
Okay. Well, one of the interesting things about the nutritional value of it is it actually tastes good, hemp oil. It's not like a flat oil. It has nutty flavor. It's really a good, rich flavor that will make for great salad. So talk to us about the hemp hearts. Now, once you remove the seed shell, you're left with that inner heart that has the oil in it and much of the nutrition. It's common to see hemp hearts at health food stores. What do you do with it?
Okay, that's a great question too. So there's a few things you could do with it. One, if you're like me, you just travel around with a bag of snacks, and they're hemp hearts. When they're toasted, they're crunchy, so you've got the crunch with it. If you're a chef, you can throw it on top of a salad. You can pretty much put it on anything where you would like some texture to the heart. So you're taking the most nutritious part of the plant, which is in the flower, and toasting it and making a snack out of it. So compare that to something unhealthy. When people travel around, what do they snack on? Chips or whatever's available. So we're utilizing the heart of the hemp plant to create a portable snack for people in toasted form. Salads is my favorite way to use it. Granola.
Well, one of the great things about it is it's readily available. All you have to do is go to most stores, and you can find hemp hearts, or certainly a good health food store.
And they're tasty.
And they're really
tasty
and
yeah.
nutritious. So, we all have heard about hemp protein powder, and it's another hemp-based product that's really nutritional and readily available. But what is hemp protein powder? It's really a combo of some of the hemp seeds that they take the outer hull and they crush it up, and then they take once they have that hemp heart or hemp seed and they remove the oil from it, because you don't want any oil in the powder, they dry it and recombine that with that hemp flower or the outer shell of the hemp with the dried inner hearts with the oil removed, and voila, you have hemp protein powder. So talk to us about this incredible plant-based protein and fiber product. What do we do with it?
Another great question, because we see hemp protein powder in pretty much many stores. It is, in my opinion, probably the best plant-based protein that's out there. So it's taking the most nutritious part of the plants that we talked about, the flower, the seeds, minus the oil. It's ground into a very, very fine powder, which means its delivery system is very easy. You can put a tablespoon into a smoothie, which is most people's way to take a protein powder. You can also combine it with whatever you drink in the morning. So if you make your own custom protein mix like I do, like you do, adding hemp to our existing mix is really powerful. So, that can be another discussion, but combining different ingredients with the hemp powder is really nice to bring out the best qualities in it.
Now, you mentioned something that really we want to clarify a little, because the word flower, Flower, sounds like the word flour, F-L.
Baking flour, Flour.
O-U-R. So when we're talking about the flour in a hemp protein powder, we're really talking about the outer hulled seeds that are ground up into kind of a flour. We're not talking about the flower of the plant where the cannabinoids and the actual seeds will germinate. So that's really one of the nuances of this. So Mary brought up something really interesting before we talked about flour, and that was combining these different ingredients to make products. We're talking about the hearts, we're talking about the oil, we're talking about hemp protein powder. We're talking about the flour made from the seed hull. All of these differences can be combined to make other products. What kind of hemp superfood products are out there that really take advantage of the diversity of the seed?
Oh, a lot of them. A lot of them. I think that, well, first of all, you can use hemp as a FLOUR with baking by combining it in a ratio of maybe 1:4 or 1:7, combining it that way. And
how about those hemp bars?
Well, the hemp bars, yeah, you take so pretty much all parts of the plant, but you know the whole, as I think you might call it, what's left of the seed, can be used into many products: hemp bars, protein bars, lots of food products.
So what I've experienced is with my hemp bars is the diversity of the different bars out there in the marketplace. They've got the ones with the raisins, they've got the ones with the almonds, they've got the ones with the dried blueberries, and this is really just the beginning of how we're seeing the different aspects and the elements of the hemp seed and actually the whole hemp plant being combined into make standalone products, such as smoothie ingredients, Mary.
Oh, sure. So it's actually incorporated into a lot of smoothie ingredients.
It is.
So, yeah.
And, we didn't talk today too much about some of the other health benefits of the seeds, including use in topical products, in shampoos, and we're going to save that for another show because I know that's your true love. But for now, what we'd like to do, I think, is go to the live questions from our audience and see what kind of what's on people's minds and what they want to ask the Hempsters today.
Sure.
So Mary, they want to know about the recipes for our smoothies. Well, I'm going to refer our audience to the video we did, Hempster Breakfast on the Run, that they can find at cannabistech.com and under Ask a Hempster. But I'll briefly tell our audience that my smoothie, which I refer to as the Green Bomb, has a base of hemp protein powder and spirulina, commonly known as blue-green algae, and then I add my other nutrients to it, and it comes out really green. How about your red smoothie on the run?
I remember yours. I drank yours. I liked it a lot. So I have some of the same ingredients. Hemp powder, definitely, in there. I also incorporated matcha green tea.
What is that?
Matcha, M-A-T-C-H-A, matcha green tea, highly concentrated nutrients. Red beet powder, because I don't really have the time to go eat a whole beet during the day, so I incorporated a tablespoon of my beet powder in there. Moringa powder, which is coincidentally in some of our other ingredients that we make here at Pure Kind Botanicals. And turmeric, yeah, so I have a unique color to mine, and I alternate. Sometimes I'll do 3 days of that, maybe 2 days of yours. But yeah, that's pretty much my morning breakfast, and then I'll eat food throughout the day. But I know that I'm starting the day with really good energy.
And people got to go see our video on how we made our breakfast. It's really fun to watch. So our next question really is about what's the advantage of having hemp seeds produced here in the United States? And that's a great question because nearly all of the hemp seed oil and hemp hearts that we now have on our shelves are not coming from domestic sources and U.S. growers. They're coming from Canada. So is it better to have hemp from the U.S., Mary?
I absolutely think so. Number one, we're supporting local farmers. We can also control the supply side with knowing who is organic, so dealing with reputable farmers that pass all of the strict criteria that we have with our products.
I love your answer because it's really about supporting our local growers that is really what makes it better to have sources of seed oil, seed hearts, and seed products that are made in America. And that's what we here in the industry and at Pure Hemp Technology are really striving to do, is to match the growth of the industry from the farmer's point of view and provide markets for their great products.
Absolutely.
So we have a question about, is there any THC or cannabinoids in the seeds? And cannabinoids are those unique elements found in the flower, Flower, and the trichomes of the plant, and they include not only the psychoactive element THC, but CBD or cannabidiol, and over 100 other special cannabinoids. We find those in the flower and the trichomes. We do not see cannabinoids, CBD, or THC in the seeds themselves. So when we get that hemp seed oil, there's no cannabinoids, there's no CBD, there's no THC in there. It's really a pure oil product.
Yes, and that's where we try our best to educate the industry.
Absolutely, and it just as a reminder for our audience, the hemp plant produces two kind of oils. It produces the seed oil without any kind of cannabinoids in it, but it also produces that rich cannabinoid oil from the trichomes produced in the flower, so that our audience is not confused. Today what we're talking about is the seed oil produced from the seed. So we have another question about growing hemp, and specifically growing hemp seeds. What are the challenges for growing hemp to produce seeds? And that's a great question, because growers that are looking to get into the business of producing agricultural hemp have to decide what they're going to grow and what markets they're going to seek for their hemp plants. For example, much of the industrial or agricultural hemp being grown today is for CBDs or cannabidiol from the flower, Flower. But what we're talking about is a different variety of hemp that is very abundant in the rich seeds. A hemp plant could have up to 30% of its weight just be the seeds. So for American growers, the challenges include, we are competing with the Canadians that have a very well-established industry, and most of the seeds and seed oils are produced using organic farming methods. So American growers are playing catch-up, and to your point before, Mary, without the domestic markets here to pull through the supply of seeds grown by the farmers, it's going to be a real challenge. So opening up domestic markets is to purchase the seed and seed oil product is one of the most important challenges that the growers face. Also, growers have to select the right seed varieties, because there are so many, and these different oil seed varieties will perform differently in different climates. So selecting the right seed to get the best possible, best tasting, rich oil is just imperative. When Dr. Bronner's, who uses the hemp oil in their products, soap products and cosmetic products, that are now currently getting hemp oil from foreign sources, they want to make sure that they're getting a comparable product, an organic product, and a stable supply chain. So those are some of the challenges that we face, and the solution to those challenges is establishing hemp processing facilities domestically, number one, and number two, making sure that American consumers are aware of the availability of hemp seed products and nutritional hemp products produced here in America.
Absolutely. I think we're just on the cusp of something that's going to really, people will be more and more aware over the next few months and years, definitely.
Well, Mary, it's been a great conversation. Hopefully our audience learned a little something about the nutritional value of hemp and what to do with the hemp oils, the hemp flour, the hemp powder, and all those nutritional aspects of hemp. So until our next podcast, this is Ask a Hempster, signing out.